Hey folks, Pauleh here, and I'm playing Banished, and I have a feeling that new Ashenvale is about to become a ghost town. So everyone's dying, which is a shame. So they're freezing and dying, so yeah, that's not good. And my graveyard is almost full. One more gravestone. Come on, someone else die, fill it up. Alright, there we go. Cemetery is full. Great. Okay, so anyway. I think this town's doomed for. But I've been playing... I've got my own personal world in Banished that I've been messing around with. It's not very old, but I think I've done it a little bit better than I've done this. And I'll show you it once this goes down. I'll just go ahead and continue playing off that. But basically what I was able to do, and in fact I'll show you in a moment, was to get several woodcutters around, and I'm just wondering, I've got no wood. I can go ahead and harvest these, feed everyone, but we're not going to have any wood to survive. Everyone will die here. I'm going to go ahead and just load up my other game because I'm just waiting for people to die, so it's not really, not that good. Anyway, this town is called Ashens, of course. Now let me show you. So what I've done is I've got several farms. Okay, let me pause. First of all, here's my town. So I've spread out all the houses, so there's 3 units in between, so hopefully they won't catch on fire. Now I've used wood just because it's cheaper than stone. Then again, I've put stone pavements everywhere just because I figured max speed, why not? Anyway, food is so-so at the moment. We got some wood and we got a woodcutter. Now I threw a cemetery down because a couple of people have started dying from old age. We've got 3 wheat fields going on at the moment, which do bring in some good food. Over here I've got a fishing dock. I've started working on a quarry over here, so I can bring in stone. And then if we come over here, we've got a forester, and then over here we've got the hunter and, sorry, the herbalist and the hunter. So they're bringing in food. Then I've got another forester's lodge. And over here I've got another forester's lodge, so I've got 3 forester's lodge in total. Now, that one's not very good. See, last season that brought in 100 wood. This one brought in 100 wood, and so did... This one didn't bring in as much, but I do need to clear this area of various materials, so... But yeah, basically I'm getting more wood than I had before as a continuous supply. Plus I got all this to clear out if necessary. My plan is to keep building forester's lodges wherever there's like a dense area. So I'm going to continue doing that. Now, food is starting to run a little low. I would like to keep it a bit higher. Oh, I should point out I've got blacksmith as well, so we've got plenty of tools and we have plenty of hide coats, so we're good in that department. Now I keep getting a trading, I keep getting traders come in, but there's nothing I really want to trade. I don't have an abundance of anything yet, so probably don't want to mess around with that too much. My biggest concern at the moment is surviving, because the cycle of food is kind of weird. I really need, like, the fishing dock covers quite a bit of water, so that's half decent, but I need more people here. We don't have too many labourers to spare, you see. So this brought in, what, 300 fish last season? What about the hunting cabin? That brought in 400. I'm just trying to work out what's the best, How do we do this? So I've got a gatherer here. Now the gatherer brought in quite a lot of food last season, so it might be in my best interest to up the amount of people working here. I could do it to 4, but I want at least 1 labourer roaming around working, so My goal at the moment is to make sure everyone survives. Now, we've got no food. We are putting food in, but it's not that quick. So I want to try and avoid anyone starting to starve. Now these are giving me about 1,000, 1,100 wheat every season, so that's about 3,000 in total. They've got full, 4 farmers on each, so I've got no one working at the trading post at the moment, so I don't think I need it. Like I said, I haven't really got anything I want to trade. So this guy wants to trade peach seeds for, going to cost 2,500. I can't afford that right now. My goal is to just keep plodding along and survive. Now a quarry probably wouldn't hurt because I need stone, as I've said. Stone and metal. See, especially the metal, I could start making tools to trade and bring in some extra food that way, because you always have an excess of tools. See, I only made the limit like 25 just so I don't burn through all my logs, but I think I might try that. Let's go ahead and continue building. I believe I was starting to build something else elsewhere, I'm just not entirely sure where it is. But yes, I would like, yes, I think the reason why I'm getting so much wood, because if you look at these two areas, they are packed with trees, whereas this one's kind of sparse. But my hope is that, as you can see here, they've planted new trees, so eventually this area is going to be just as busy, but it's going to take a little while. So that's how I see it anyway. But yeah, I would like to build a couple more forest lodges. Because I mean, this is what the problems I've always run into. Firewood and food. That's always been my main priority. That's what's always cost me the lives of everyone in my villages when I've made them, so I need to sort of balance that well. I could put one person here and start loading it with tools. Tools are worth the most, but and as I said, I've got like stone roads everywhere just to sort of speed everything up. Because there was a ton of stone in these areas and I just kept clearing it out, so I figured why not? Hopefully it will, increase productivity. People work, a bit quicker. I think it's probably going to be in my best interest to start putting, more people in these various buildings, like the gatherer's hut, and let's go ahead and not up to 4. Like, we max out all the food places. I think that's going to be a good thing to do. So we have continuous, food, and then the fields. The fields will just bring in, all the big chunks of food just to last us the winter. So I saw someone cut across there. I feel I need to put a road. Probably don't have to do this, but I want to. But we'll do it later. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get the quarry built and I'll set up the mine. Probably start planning out where to have another woodcutter set up. I mean, there is this area, but I don't think you can. If you can walk straight across here, let's check. No. So a tunnel would be required. So we've got lots of good areas around here. So yeah, wood is definitely probably the hardest thing to come by, but we seem to be keeping it fairly decent level at the moment with plenty of fuel. So I've got to keep that going. Now the food that's been brought in is going down straight away, so it's kind of a pain. I think see, the problem is the village is growing so quickly. We just don't have enough food. Now I'd have liked to expand my village a little bit more, but that's probably not a good idea. Now, there's two things I can do here. A, I can max out all of these places, the hunting cabin, the gatherer's hut and so on. Basically make sure we've got enough people there picking up food and whatnot. Or I could build another field and start populating that. Now another field is probably going to be wiser just, for these winters, so we've got enough spare food, but that's going to have to wait for the moment. Still got no more labourers. People are dying of old age. This is tricky. New kids are being born though, we've got 12 of them. This village definitely seems to be going smoother than the others have done. I've definitely found it helps immensely to get the foresters' lodges up sooner rather than later, and I think I was just lucky with location. I mean, I got 2 of them producing 100 wood, and then this third one. It's so-so, but it's better than nothing. So we only got a tiny bit of food, but it's still going up. So I maxed out the gatherer's hut. I think I need to max out the hunting cabin next, because the hunters seem to do a really good job. But I don't have any spare. I do have 1 spare labourer. Do I want to? Oh, I'm missing the forester. I'll go ahead and fix that up. Gotta keep that wood supply up. I don't want to get into a position where we're out of firewood and people start freezing to death. Problem is everyone's sort of dying off now at the same time, so it's kind of a pain. But I think what my plan is that I need to secure what I've got, make sure I've got plenty of food and whatnot before I expand anymore. That's going to be the key, because right now it's at the very limit of being able to supply everyone with what they need without running out, although I'm sort of out of food now. But no one's starving yet, so I just need to sort of pick that up. Now the woodcut, these guys are starting to be cold. They need some firewood. I probably need a secondary woodcutter somewhere. Maybe that needs to be my next thing I build. I really want to sort my food situation out, but people can freeze to death just as easily, so... Alright, where can I fit a woodcutter in? Suppose... See, if I put it here, there's not enough space in between this and this. I should have moved this over just by 1. Although I'm tempted to say screw it and just place it and hope for the best. I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. Plus it's close to the stockpile. Oh wait, it don't fit in here. Well, never mind. Because I put these bloody roads here. I could clear the road, couldn't I? Not really. I mean, it would fit in here if I remove some of this, but didn't really want to. I can probably put it here, to be honest. It's just empty space. Put it close to the water's edge, just in case I've got to fit anything in there. How goes work on the quarry? It's getting there, almost done. A little bit more work. I don't have the builders to work there though. Yeah, that's one of the problems, but it's okay. So yeah, this is my own private sort of village, but I guess it's going to be the new one for the Let's Play. Hopefully no one minds. I'm mostly just wanting to play the game, see how I do. I'm learning stuff as I go. Eventually I'm going to start tackling some of those achievements, but I figure I've got to learn to crawl before I walk, so... So how are we doing? How many people do we have? We got 3 labourers spare. Alright, I really would like to maybe knock up the amount of people I've got in the hunting lodge. There we go. That gives me 1 labourer spare. I think the next is going to be maxing out the fishing dock. Low. I could start trading tools for food, but we've got a lot of iron around here. I think I might clear it. I'll clear this though first because what? Nafoni the forester was killed by a falling tree. Oh my god, that's tragic. Because now I don't have any spare labourers to replace him. Okay, well, that's fine. They can do with 3 foresters for the moment. Yeah, if I do this again, I definitely would have more woodcutters, just making, you know, enough spare wood. Oh, people are starting to be hungry. This is where it gets tricky. I'm going to start harvesting because even as you harvest, it still goes up. So yeah, now we've got a lot of hungry people. I've got to nip that in the bud now. I'm thinking it's going to be in my best interest to build another farm next. It's just having enough people to sort of handle it. That's the issue. Someone died of starvation. It's amazing how easy it is to just die in this game. Oh, people are dying. Stop dying. We got plenty of firewood though, so I'm not going to populate that just yet. Reserve of food is low. What do these guys want to trade? I don't want any leather. I would like to get some food. So I'm down a farmer. See, we barely got any food to last us the winter. See, when I do all this, it really should last, you know, give us a couple of thousand to take us through the winter, but at this point I'm just using it all up straight away. So, it's a little bit tricky. See, 100 logs there from this season, that's really good. And they're already through all the firewood, so 200 isn't enough, that's for sure. Let's maybe increase it. 300. Food is low. We're only in early winter, so maybe this world's gonna die as well. This game is hard. This game is hard. All I can do is watch and wait. There are ways to do it though. Obviously, you know, you look on various websites, you see pictures of people who've got survived like hundreds of years with thousands of people, and they've got several, well, they got hundreds of people and they got several thousands, you know, of food and wood and firewood and so on. So There's definitely ways of doing this. I think my problem was I expanded too quick. So if I ever do this again, my goal's going to be to stockpile food. Basically just keep storing it and storing it and storing it. Alright, so let's have a look at this. We now have 4 farms. Now, I can probably down the amount of people I have working in various places. Now I did put 4 people in the hunting cabin and so on. Probably isn't needed. The gatherer's hut I think works fairly well. And the fishing dock, I never actually put anyone in there, okay. I'm gonna just take 3 out of there. I'm going to put 3 people to work here, and I'm going to add 1 more woodcutter here. See how this goes. We definitely need food though. There's no point, you know, scraping together food if people are just going to freeze to death either, so I've got to make sure both of them are okay in that regard. I'm actually at the point where I can continue to the work, like build, but question is what, because I'm just waiting for people to grow up and to take spots, but see, I've been hovering around 40 people, 40 adults ready to work. 50 in total, that's roughly what I've been at, what I'm surviving at with what I've got, so I probably need to, I just wonder if I need to make more houses and have more people working the fields, we'll see. Anyway, the crop fields are going to come in, hopefully we can bring in plenty of food for this coming year. I'm going to start stockpiling it and then I'll stop worrying about everything else. Basically just need to make this self-sustaining. Now, do we have any more? We've got 1 labourer, okay. I want to continue to pick up the iron just because it's quite useful. So we collect that, and we collect these over here. Eventually I'll start having extra tools built and then we can go ahead. So I don't want to make too many tools because it takes the wood away, so that's why I lowered it down from 50, but say if I, you know, knocked it up and put the spare in the merchant thing and started trading tools, because tools are worth quite a bit, I could probably make some, you know, I could probably ease the stress of all the food that I need, but we will see. So that's why I built the quarry. The quarry I built because I'm using a lot of stone, but I plan on building a mine right here. Fits in quite nicely, although I could probably fit a field in there looking at it. Well, no. I don't want to build anything here that's going to remove these trees. And the quarry is kind of half up the mountain, so it's only going to remove a couple of them, so it's not as bad. Well, I haven't had an issue with getting logs this time round. These foresters are doing a pretty damn good job. It probably helps that I'm not building everything constantly, so... Anyway, that's it for now. We'll see how this goes, this world. People are starving again. Work faster, farmers, work faster. Anyway. So what I could do here... What I could do is start having 1 field. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, it's only early summer, but people are starving. We'll go ahead and start harvesting the field. And we'll let these other fields continue to... grow to max capacity. That's the way to do it. Okay. Anyway. Alright. I'm going to wrap this up before everyone starves to death. So thank you for watching. Join me next time.